Welcome to Woodbridge, the best town around. My name is John McCormick. I'm the mayor of this great town, and we're here today for the always pleasant task of promoting a police officer, hiring new police officers, honoring the officer of the quarter and the officer of the year, and presenting life-saving proclamations. So we're doing it all this morning. So I want to welcome everybody here. This is the best police force in the state of New Jersey, as I say all the time, and that is not just a politician saying that because he feels like saying it. As many of you know, we are accredited nationally, one of the very few in the state of New Jersey that are. So every 3 years, people from all over the country come and they spend 3 or 4 weeks here looking at every single policy, practice, and procedure, every piece of paper, every manual. They ride, they do everything, and they come out and they say Woodbridge Police Department deserves to be nationally accredited. And on the side note, they always tell us that you have the best police department that they've seen. So congratulations to all the men and women here. We have some of our elected officials here. To your far left, 3rd Ward Councilman Corey Spiller, covers Avenel and Port Reading. Next to him is 5th Ward Councilwoman Debbie Meehan, who covers Colonia. Councilman at Large Greg Ficara. And you all know Scott Kuzma, our Chief Law Enforcement Officer. We are going to have to go fast today because Scott has to get that suit back to the funeral home. There's a day. Our first task this morning is promoting Sergeant Benjamin Stevenson to Lieutenant. Sergeant. Where is he? Sergeant Benjamin Stevenson, a 17-year veteran of the Woodbridge Police Department, you come out this side, it's good, was promoted to sergeant in June of 2017. Sergeant Stevenson has served in the Radio Patrol Division, first as a patrol officer, and upon his promotion to sergeant, has served as a squad sergeant. Upon his promotion, Lieutenant Stevenson will continue to serve in the Radio Patrol Division as a shift commander. Now I'd like to call on our municipal clerk, John Mitch, to swear in Officer Stevenson.
Round two. Yeah, absolutely. Everybody you want to come up. Boys, come here. Actually, everybody can hold the Bible. You can all put your hands on it. And left hand on the Bible, and then raise your right hand. Ready? Good.
Do you, Benjamin Stevenson, solemnly swear that you support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, that you will bear faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people? You will faithfully, impartially, and justly enforce all the laws and perform all the duties of the office of Police Lieutenant according to the best of your ability, so help you God.
I do.
Congratulations.
Okay, next up are 3 new police department officers. First up, Christian Lazaro Menzel. Officer Christian Lazaro Menzel, 26, resides in the Port Reading section of the township. Officer Menzel, a 2013 graduate of Woodbridge High School, furthered his education attending and graduating from Lincoln Tech Union in 2014. Officer Menzel enlisted and served in the United States Air Force as Airman E2 and is currently active in the National Guard Air Force Reserve. Officer Menzel is the second member of the Menzel family to serve as a Woodbridge Police Department officer, joining his sister, Officer Jasenia Menzel, who is right over here. Officer Menzel will take up assignment in the Radio Patrol Division. Mr. Mitch.
Thank you. Your sister coming up?
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody you want. Bring them all. Okay, why don't you step on that side, let them all come in. This way everybody can put their hands on the Bible. You're going to put your left hand on the Bible, Christian, and raise your right hand.
Do you, Christian Menzel, solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, that you will bear faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people, and that you will justly enforce and perform all the duties of the office of police officer according to the best of your ability, so help you God?
I do.
Congratulations, sir.
Good job, man. Thank you. Congratulations. Police Officer Megan A. Lyons. Officer Megan Lyons, 23, is a resident of the Island section of Woodbridge Township. Officer Lyons graduated from John F. Kennedy Memorial High School in 2016. Officer Lyons represents the third generation from the Lyons family to join the Woodbridge Police Department. Retired Lieutenant Thomas Scanlon will stand with his granddaughter for the official swearing in. Joining in the Officer Lyons induction ceremony will also be her father, retired Detective Christopher Lyons, her mother Jane, who serves as the 911 manager in our Communications Bureau. Officer Lyons will take up assignment in the Radio Patrol Division. Mr. Mitch. Chris, you coming up? They could all come up, yeah. Bring them up.
My daughter, my son,
Ah, come on, oh.
my nephew.
Megan, come right here. Everybody else right here. Tom, you get close in because you're going to. Okay. Left hand on the Bible. Raise your right hand.
Do you, Megan Lyons, solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, that you will bear faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people, and that you will faithfully, impartially, and justly enforce all the laws and perform all the duties of the office of police officer according to the best of your ability, so help you God.
I do.
Congratulations.
Congrats. Yeah, we're done.
That's my son.
Congratulations. I can give you a hug, right? How you doing? It's,
Hey, Scott.
so it's your son and daughter?
Yeah.
So that's retired Lieutenant Scanlon's son and daughter are members of the Perth Amboy Police Department. So retired, sorry. You don't look that old, I'm sorry.
My nephew.
And your nephew? All right. That's a heck of a law enforcement family you got there, Tommy. Next up, Police Officer George Awad. George Awad, 38, is a resident of the Colonia section of the township, is married and father of 3 children. Officer Awad graduated from J.P. Stevens High School in Edison in June 2002 and pursued higher education, earning a bachelor degree in criminal justice from Rutgers University. Officer Awad was previously employed as a screening officer with the Transportation Security Agency. Prior to joining the WPD, Officer Awad served as a canine handler with the Amtrak Police Department. Officer Awad will take up assignment in the Radio Patrol Division. Mr. Mitch.
Bring the family up. Oh, you guys got a big job. Just the two of them?
Yes.
You both are going to go with your dad. Dad's going to put his left hand on the Bible. Raise your right hand. Oh, absolutely. Give me the Mimo. There you go. Touch it. You ready, George? Okay.
Do you, George Awad, solemnly swear that you'll support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, that you will bear faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people, and you will faithfully, impartially, and justly enforce all the laws and perform all the duties of the office of police officer according to the best of your ability, so help you God?
I do.
Congratulations, sir.
Great job, ladies. Great job. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations.
Who's your papa?
So you girls proud of Daddy? He's a police officer now. Isn't that cool? Yeah, very cool. Okay, now we're going to do the Officer of the Quarter for the fourth quarter of 2022. I'd like to call up Adam Caswick. And whereas during the fourth quarter of 2022, Officer Caswick Traffic Enforcement Unit conducted self-initiated law enforcement investigations, special patrol checks and contacts, and issued 725 motor vehicle summonses, which resulted in enforcement actions to include outstanding arrest warrants and arrest of defendants on violations of New Jersey criminal statutes. And whereas Let's see, on October 30th, 2022, Officer Adam Kaslowick secured information that a large-scale car meet organized by Jersey HY Streets was set to take place on Southwood Avenue in Island. Officer Kaslowick mobilized the Radio Patrol Division, responded to Southwood Avenue, and observed approximately 50 motor vehicles engaging in reckless driving maneuvers. As officers approached the vehicle to make the stop, the vehicle fled at a high rate of speed, striking one of the officers. Officer Kaslowick, utilizing experience and knowledge, was able to identify the vehicle and effectuate the arrest of the driver and the confiscation of the vehicle. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Kaslowick, officer of the 4th Quarter. The answer is usually no, but do you want to say a few words?
Sure.
Okay.
I just want to thank my family, my partners in the traffic enforcement unit, and also my supervisors in the traffic enforcement unit to let me do this job. Thank you.
All right. And we have some life-saving awards. You also got that for the Casby fire, right, where you came up the ladder and saved somebody from the burning building. So he was also a prior winner of a life-saving certificate, so congratulations. And now for the Police Officer of the Year for 2022, I'd like to call up Matthew Murdoch. During the year 2022, Officer Murdoch responded to 2,037 calls for service, which included 441 special checks and 241 motor vehicle stops. On May 10th, Officer Murdoch conducted a motor vehicle stop after observing the vehicle being operated in an erratic manner. In the course of conducting the stop, Officer Murdoch, utilizing training and experience, observed the rear seat passenger acting in a suspicious manner in an apparent attempt to avoid and conceal potential illegal activity. The suspect's erratic behavior, combined with Officer Murdoch's concern for his safety and the safety of responding officers, led to a pat-down search of the subject, which uncovered a loaded handgun. The weapon was subsequently determined to have been stolen. The suspect was arrested and charged with appropriate violations of New Jersey criminal statutes. On August 22nd, 2022, while conducting a check of a suspicious vehicle, Officer Murdoch observed the handgun in plain view. The subject was arrested and charged with possession of a firearm, possession of large-capacity ammunition magazines, and possession of hollow-point bullets. On September 16, 2022, Officer Murdoch located a suspicious vehicle parked in Ford's Park during the late evening hours, approached the vehicle to confront the driver. During the encounter, he observed a knife and a holstered handgun on the driver's left hip. The suspect was arrested and charged with possession of a firearm, possession of large-capacity ammunition magazines, and possession of hollow-point bullets. That's 3 examples of the kind of job the Woodbridge Police Department does every day. Congratulations, Matthew Murdoch, Officer of the Year. Good?
We're taking a picture.
Yeah, sure. Well, we'll take the pictures later. You want to say anything?
No, I'm
Okay. I know. Congratulations again, man. Thanks. Okay, now we have a special award. I'd like to call up Police Officer William Petrovi. Whereas Officer Petrovi has demonstrated a commitment to public safety and law enforcement throughout his career as a Woodbridge Township police officer, and while so engaged, determined to pursue further education to include a bachelor's degree at Rutgers University, master's degree at Seton Hall University Police Graduate Studies program in the Human Resources Training and Development track, education specialist degree, and most recently, the pursuit of a doctorate degree of higher education from Seton Hall University. And whereas Officer Petrovi authored and presented a doctoral dissertation entitled, "Are We Prepared? Analyzing Active Shooter Police Accessibility in New Jersey Institutions of Higher Education," which was submitted to the Department of Higher Education Dissertation Committee at Seton Hall in September of 2022. And whereas Officer Petrovi dedicated his dissertation to my fellow brothers and sister colleagues in law enforcement, and is hereby recognized as a leader in the law enforcement education community. Ladies and gentlemen, we were talking one day, and I don't know how this subject came up, and he said he got his doctorate. And I said, doctorate? Police department, how do you have the time to go out and get your doctorate? And he was very humble about it, and I said, this is serious. We've got to do something to recognize him. So here we are today. And his dissertation and all his focus was on law enforcement and making things safer for not only Woodbridge Police Department officers, but officers all over the state. I just think this is an amazing accomplishment for somebody on the police force, active, working full-time, to go for the regular degree, master's degree, and then a doctorate degree. This is serious stuff, folks. Congratulations.
Don't worry, this is the short version, only 45 minutes. Deputy Director Niski asked me to say a few words, so I didn't expect so many people to be here, so forgive me, I'm a little nervous. So first, I would like to thank the Lord Jesus Christ. Without him, there would be no church. Without the church, there would be no Seton Hall University, which offered me the opportunity to begin and complete this endeavor. Secondly, I want to congratulate Officer Singh, Lieutenant Stevenson, and Officer Murdoch for their accomplishments today. And I want to congratulate all the new officers for being sworn in today. I had the privilege of working with Officer Singh as a squad mate while I was assigned to patrol. He's an excellent officer and an even better friend. Lieutenant Ben Stevenson, I worked with him my entire career, and I'm so very happy for him and his family. I'd like to thank Mayor McCormick, Directors Hubner and Niski, Chief Law Enforcement Officer Kuzma for this special recognition, for which I am truly grateful. I would also like to thank my family and friends for consistently motivating me to finish my education. If I have any advice on what it takes to finish any endeavor, it would be this. If you have a goal in life that you'd like to achieve, always set yourself up to achieve smaller goals. Eventually, those smaller goals will lead to bigger goals, and those bigger goals lead to even bigger accomplishments. The process is at times not meant to be comfortable. However, at the completion of the process, you will emerge a better person. I'd like to end by quoting the late Pope Benedict XVI. The world offers you comfort, but you were not made for comfort. You were made for greatness. Thank you all so very much.
And now for the Township Award for Police Response and Life-Saving Action, I'd like to call up Officer Orlando Faria and Detective Perry Penna. Whereas on November 27, 2022 at 1:18 a.m., Detective Perry Penna and Officer Orlando Faria responded to an emergency medical assist on Prospect Avenue in the Avenel section of the township on a report of an adult female in medical distress. Upon arrival at the scene, Detective Penna and Officer Faria determined that the female was unconscious and not breathing. Detective Penna immediately began chest compressions while Officer Faria prepared and initiated the automated external defibrillator, AED, and administered a resuscitation shock to the patient. The AED, in conjunction with the implementation of airway-assisted breathing apparatus employed by Detective Penna, a New Jersey certified emergency medical technician, served to revive the patient, who regained a pulse and normal breathing. The patient was transported to the hospital, where she made a full recovery. Ladies and gentlemen, Detective Perry Penna and Officer Orlando Faria.
I can't top the trophy, son.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Thank you.
And last up, Police Response and Life-Saving Action Officer Preet Karan Singh. On November 6, 2022 at 7:22 p.m., Officer Preet Karan Singh was dispatched to the bridge on U.S. Highway North on a report of a disabled vehicle. Upon arriving at the location, Officer Singh observed an unoccupied van parked on the shoulder of the roadway with the keys in the ignition. Officer Singh immediately conducted a search of the area, fearing that the occupant of the vehicle may be in distress and attempting suicide. And whereas Singh observed the male, subsequently identified as 58 years of age, standing on a small ledge on the outside of the guardrail, threatening to jump. Utilizing training and experience, Officer Singh engaged the distraught male in conversation in an attempt to distract and calm him, and ultimately convinced the male to climb back over the railing to safety. Ladies and gentlemen, another example of a Woodbridge police officer saving somebody's life. Congratulations.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
All right. So I'd now like to ask our Chief Law Enforcement Officer, Scott Kuzma, to say a few words.
Congratulations to the new officers. Congratulations, Ben, for your promotion. Congratulations to all the officers that were recognized today. It's a great department, supported by the community, supported by our friends and family, as shown by the number of people that are here today to recognize these officers. Thank you, Mayor, for your support, both your support in hiring people, your support in giving us the equipment that we need, and thank you to the council for your unending support for the police department. You guys are great. Congratulations, everybody. Thank you.
So anytime anybody doubts whether this is the best police department in the state of New Jersey, go on our website, go to the archives, go to TV 35, go to January 26, 2023 at 9:30 and watch this 20-minute video, and you will see why, exactly why this is the best police department in the entire state of New Jersey. Thank you very much.